Hello everyone. Welcome back to Slow English Learning. We're so happy you're here with us today. Hi everyone. We hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we're going to learn English through a touching story about friendship, feelings, and communication. That's right. Have you ever felt sad because a friend stopped talking to you? Maybe they seemed distant, or maybe you didn't understand what went wrong. It can be a very painful feeling. That's why today's story is called My Best Friend is Ignoring Me. In this lesson, you'll learn useful English expressions for talking about emotions, friendship problems, misunderstandings, and solving conflicts. You'll also practice listening to natural conversations and learn phrases that real people use every day. I think everyone has experienced a friendship problem at least once. I remember feeling worried when one of my friends suddenly became very quiet around me. Me too. Sometimes we think someone is angry with us, but the real problem is something completely different. As you listen today, think about this question. Have you ever misunderstood a friend or been misunderstood by one? We'd love to hear your answer. Please leave a comment and tell us about your experience. And if you enjoy learning English with us, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Slow English Learning with your friends. Great! Let's begin our story and learn some useful English together. Our story starts with two best friends, Jace and Ben. They always spend time together. They play games together, sit together, and even wear matching friendship bracelets. A friendship bracelet is a bracelet that shows friendship between two people. It's a symbol of their special connection. One morning, Jace arrives at school excited to see Ben. They usually meet before class. They have a special handshake and a favorite game called the Rocket Mission. Jace believes everything is normal, but Ben is acting differently. Ben quietly hides his friendship bracelet and says, "You should go find your new friend." Jace is confused. He doesn't understand what Ben means. Let's learn an important phrase here. I don't understand. This is a very common sentence. The structure is simple. Subject plus do not plus understand. Examples. I don't understand this question. I don't understand why she's upset. I don't understand what happened. I don't understand your message. In our story, Jace says, I don't understand. That's because he truly doesn't know why Ben is upset. Soon, we discover the reason. A new student named Leo arrives at school. Leo looks nervous because it's his first day. Jace notices this and decides to help him. He shows Leo where to sit, talks to him kindly, and helps him learn about the school. This is an important expression. Help someone. Examples. I helped my sister. She helped her friend. We helped the new student. He helped me find my classroom. Helping people is usually a good thing. But sometimes people misunderstand our actions. Ben watches Jace helping Leo. He sees Jace walking with Leo. He sees Jace smiling and talking with Leo. But Ben doesn't know what Jace is thinking. This teaches us an important lesson. We only see actions. We don't always see feelings. Let's practice. If someone helps a new student, does that mean they don't like their old friends anymore? Of course not. Exactly. But Ben begins to feel worried. He thinks, maybe I'm not important anymore. Have you ever felt like that? Tell us in the comments. Now let's learn another useful phrase. I feel sad. This structure is very common. I plus feel plus emotion. Examples. I feel happy. I feel excited. I feel nervous. I feel tired. I feel sad. In the story, many characters experience strong emotions. Jace feels confused. Ben feels lonely. Leo feels nervous. Understanding emotions is very important in English conversations. Later, Ben refuses to play with Jace. Jace asks himself, "Did I do something wrong?" This is another useful sentence. We often use it when someone seems upset with us. Examples: did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? Did I hurt your feelings? These questions help us understand problems. Unfortunately, Ben doesn't explain his feelings. Instead, he becomes quiet. Many people do this when they're hurt. They stop talking instead of sharing their emotions. Let's talk about negative forms. Positive: I want to talk. Negative: I don't want to talk. Positive: I understand. Negative: I don't understand. Positive: I feel happy. Negative: I don't feel happy. Notice how English often uses don't to create negatives. Can you make your own sentence using I don't? Try speaking out loud right now. Excellent practice. As the story continues, Jace speaks with a caring adult. The adult listens carefully instead of judging. That's a great communication skill. Sometimes people don't need advice immediately. Sometimes they simply need someone to listen. This brings us to an important expression, I hear you. In this situation, it doesn't mean hearing sounds. It means I understand your feelings. That's why this phrase is so powerful. Compare these. I hear a dog. I hear you. The meanings are completely different. The first means sound. The second means emotional understanding. Real life example. Friend: I'm stressed about work. You: I hear you. Friend: I've had a difficult week. You: I hear you. It shows empathy and kindness. Please write an example using I hear you in the comments. We'd love to read it. Now let's look at the most important sentence in today's lesson. Jace learns to say, I feel sad because I miss you. Can you tell me why you are hurt? This sentence is beautiful because it doesn't blame anyone. It focuses on feelings. Let's break it down. I feel sad. This expresses emotion. Because I miss you. This explains the reason. Can you tell me? This politely asks for information. Why you are hurt. This invites honest communication. Notice that Jace doesn't say, you're wrong, it's your fault, stop being angry. Instead, he speaks gently. This is a valuable communication skill in any language. Let's compare formal and informal styles. Informal: what's wrong? Polite: can you tell me why you're hurt? Both are correct. The second sounds softer and more caring. Here's a quick practice activity. Imagine your friend is upset. Which sentence sounds better? Why are you ignoring me? Or, I feel sad because I miss you. The second one is usually better because it sounds less aggressive. First tip: talk about your feelings. Second tip: listen carefully. Third tip: don't assume. These 3 tips can improve many friendships. Please write one sentence about a friendship using today's vocabulary. Now let's continue the story. Eventually, Jace decides to speak with Ben again. He stays calm and kind. Ben finally shares his feelings. We learn something important. Ben wasn't really angry. He was afraid. Last year, he lost a friend. That experience hurt him deeply. When he saw Jace spending time with Leo, he remembered that painful experience. This is a great example of how past experiences affect present emotions. Ben says, "I felt alone." Jace responds, "I hear you." This simple response changes everything. Why? Because Ben finally feels understood. Understanding is often more powerful than arguing. Let's practice another useful expression. You felt alone. This is called reflecting feelings. Someone says, "I was sad." You respond, "You felt sad." Someone says, "I was nervous." You respond, "You felt nervous." This shows active listening. Active listening helps people feel respected. Can you think of a situation where active listening helped you? Tell us in the comments. Now let's look at some common mistakes. Mistake number 1, saying, "You are wrong." Better, "I don't understand. Can you explain?" Why? Because the second sentence invites conversation. Mistake number 2, ignoring feelings. Example, wrong, "Stop being sad." Better, "I hear you." Mistake number 3, making assumptions. Wrong, "He hates me." Better, "Maybe I should ask him." We often create stories in our minds without checking the facts. That's exactly what happened to Ben. He assumed Jace didn't want to be friends anymore, but that wasn't true. Mistake number 4, not communicating. Ben walked away instead of talking. Jace guessed instead of asking. Both made mistakes. That's normal. Everyone makes mistakes. Don't worry if you've done these things before. You're learning and improving every day. Let's do a quick practice activity. Situation 1. Your friend looks upset. Option A. What's wrong? Option B. I don't care. Option A is clearly better. Situation 2. Your friend feels lonely. Option A. I hear you. Option B. That's silly. Option A again. Situation 3. You think your friend is angry. Option A. Can we talk? Option B. I'll never speak to you again. Definitely option A. Situation 4. You miss a friend. Option A. I feel sad because I miss you. Option B. You're the worst friend ever. Option A is much healthier. Speak these sentences out loud. Practice helps build confidence. You can also create your own examples. Try using today's vocabulary in a short conversation. Remember, communication is more important than perfection. Real conversations aren't perfect, they're honest. Today, we learned a powerful lesson about friendship and English communication. We learned how to express feelings, how to listen carefully, and how to solve misunderstandings. We also learned useful expressions like, "I feel sad," "I hear you," "I don't understand," and "Can you tell me why you are hurt?" The story showed us 3 important ideas. First, talk about your feelings. Second, listen carefully. Third, don't make assumptions. Your English doesn't need to be perfect. What matters is your willingness to communicate. Every conversation is an opportunity to learn. Before we go, here's our final question. Have you ever solved a friendship problem by talking honestly? We'd love to hear your story in the comments. If you enjoyed today's lesson, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to Slow English Learning. Thank you for spending time with us today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. We appreciate every one of you. Take care, keep learning, and see you next time.